Hi everyone. I love that bit of music. It's really funky and like a bit of a vibe going on. So I really like that. Anyway, it's lovely to see you. Here I am again in the kitchen because I've not got my craft room, etc. sorted, but that's okay. Let's do it live from the kitchen, shall we? In fact, that could be what the lives are called, live from the kitchen. Just like the quickies were a quickie before dinner. My lives could be live from the kitchen. So anyway, it's lovely to see you. I hope you're all right. Today it's been very wet. We've stayed inside a lot, Jane and myself and Millie. Jane's just out with Millie at the moment on a walk. So chaos will ensue when they arrive back, but that's all good. That's all good. So I thought I'd come on and do a live. I'm trying to make it more regular for you. I'm trying to make it more regular. And if I just go down there, I can see your comments as well. Hello, Jenny. Jenny's part of the design team, everyone. She's done some wonderful work alongside Glynis as well. They've been sending me their photographs today for the new range, Quirky Quickies 1.5, which is going to feature on the 28th of December on Hobbymaker. So super excited about that. There are a few on my website at the moment, but not many. In fact, I think I've only got about, well, not a lot of sets. So first come, first serve, basically. And still time to post before Christmas. And I am known for my expediency when it comes to posting. Well, for me, going from here to the post office, what happens after that? I'm hoping it's all good. Hello, Katie, how are you? It's nice to see you. Hope everything's well with you. So that's kind of how today's gone. You got to get up in the morning, being the person that is the designer, the web creator, responsible for getting new designs up and running, marketing and all of that rigmarole. It's a really, really busy day. I didn't think it would take so much time, but it does, but that's okay. That's okay. It's all good. So last night, gosh, I was up till quite late. I was watching Stranger Things, which I just love at the minute. I just love. So I'm not going to give it away for anyone. Season 4, I think it was the mid-season finale. It had to be, because last night's episode that we watched, it just blew my mind. And if you are a fan of horror movies, I don't know what genre you like. Let me know what genre you like as far as movies are concerned. But I love horror. And I love the 70s and 80s horror in particular. I love Wes Craven. I think he does a superb, almost like pop culture horror movies. One of the best ones I've ever seen of his. There are many, many, many out there, but one of the best one was Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. Just love that. I love all of them, but number 3 in particular, I don't know why, just resonated with me because it was more to do with the dreams, which was fabulous. And Stranger Things 4, it's kind of a nod to that, a massive nod to that. And if you've seen it, you'll know what I mean. If you haven't seen it, watch it and you'll know what I mean. Because last night there were quite a few scenes where I was just like, yeah, and he's like, yeah, but at the same time being like, oh, because there are some thingies in there, so I have to hide my eyes. Anyway, this is not a big advert for Stranger Things, but might as well be, because I'm a little bit strange. We're all a bit strange, aren't we? That's always good. Now, I'm going to do some demos for you. If you've got any questions about anything, just have a little chit chat about anything. What's that? Hi, Janet. Oh, much better after I collapsed at home yesterday, but I'm much better now. Oh, Alan, I hope you're okay. You do need to look after yourself. It's that time of year, isn't it? It's that time of year when we all know there's a day, that's my light gone out, don't worry. We all know it's a day coming where we're all going to grind to a halt. And with anything, when you're going, Christmas Day can be like a brick wall sometimes because it just suddenly hits you and everything goes quiet. But of course, your body hasn't really had time to adjust to all that. So you do have to be careful with what you're doing and you rest and all of that. Trust me, I've got aches everywhere at the moment. I think it's a little bit from lifting things up, carrying them, doing the markets and things like that. But it's all good. Be okay. But I hope you're okay. Eat well, drink plenty of water. Aqua, always good for you. Let me just have some. Right, so we'll do a couple of demos. And if you haven't seen the new stamps, Quirky Quickies part 1.5, it had to be a quirky number. It could be 2 because there's 4 in this set. Whereas previously there were 5, 6. There's 4 in it. There were 6. There's 4 in this set. So we'll do some demos. So we'll have a good chat. I'll make sure I can see what's going on the screen, and I need to turn the cameras around and things like that. So whilst I do that, let's see if I've got enough time. You watch this. Okay, that came to an abrupt end, but don't worry about it. I didn't even have time to turn my camera around, but it's all good. So let's do that. Play it again. Okay, that's all right, isn't it? What a segue that was. There's always something that's not quite right. There's always something that I've got to fix or change, but that's just the way it is when you're a one-man band. Right, look at this. It's a mess, isn't it? Let's move some of these out of the way, and we'll get cracking with a demo. But these are the new Quirky Quickies 1.5. Let me just raise this camera up a little bit. There you go. So we have got Happy Home, which I'm going to do the first demo on. We have got Little Birdies. I'll do a little demo on that. We've got The Meadow. I'm just going to push that camera forward. There you go. That's better. And we have got Daisy's Doodle. That should have been Daisy Doodles, but that's my fault. So that's Daisy's Doodle. It's a bit of a tongue twister. It's quirky, so I thought we'll have that. That's cool. Very good. Let's just put your comments on the screen, just so we can see what's going on. There's our lovely Glynis. Here she goes. How are you, Glynis? Hope you're well. Glynis is part of the design team, doing an absolutely fantastic job as well. So it's always good to see everybody and just have a little chit chat on the screen. Now remember, timestampcreations.com is where you can go to for everything that we've got available on the website at the moment, so you can go and have a look there if you want to, which is great. Okay, so let's just go here. Let's just scroll down there and get into this, and then I'll have a chat with you. Here we go. Let's show you on the screen. There you go. I tell you what, whilst you all look at what you're saying, do you know what I need to do? Because I'm never ready. I'm walking through the house, get my shoes on. I have to wear my shoes when I'm doing a live, because when you're standing on a hard floor, yeah, just hurt your feet, don't you? Anyway, right. Janice, Personality of the Year, definitely Janice Live. Oh, thank you, Lee. Don't know about that. Good morning, Janice. Good evening, Janice. Good evening, Dawn. How are you? Hi, Janice. Everyone knows you go. There's Katie. So you have a good chat next to the live as we go through. I'd see. I'm just trying to do everything again. I'm doing this all on my phone as well. Right. Let's just get in. Let's just get into a demo. Janice is also good on really useful boxes. Oh, well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's get into a demo. Okay, right. Oh, do you know what? I need some copy paper. Right, have a look at those. I knew there was something else I needed. And then, of course, you can hear me rummaging through a box, which is this one here. Let me grab that. Is there a piece of spare copy paper? Because I can't let you guys see what is actually on this copy paper. So for a lot of reasons. Super excited about it, but I can't show you till the new year. There you are. Right, got it. I've got it. One day I'll be organised. Okay, copy paper. That's what I'm going to use first for this, okay? And I'm going to take... Oh, now I've dropped that on the floor. I can't see. It's see-through. I can't find it. Right, okay. Let's grab this. Okay, so we're going to use Happy Home, which is a little doodle. These are all quickies. These are all the drawings that I used to do just before dinner, and I've posted most of them on Facebook throughout the year. Who needs Claire Balding when you've got Janice Crafting? I don't know what that means, Lee, but I'll take it. Right, I'll tell you something funny now. So I was talking to Jane this morning. I don't mind sharing this with you. We were talking about bras and things like that. Listen, we're all adults, right? We can talk about it. And we were talking about balcony bras. Now, do you know what a balcony bra is out there? I know we're talking about bras in the room, but listen, everybody get with it. What's a balcony bra? Okay, you guys tell me. Because I always thought a balcony bra was something that people bought when they went on holiday for when they get up in the morning and they go out onto the balcony. You know, when they're getting ready to go out for the night to go dancing, you know, they've got the bra that they wear on the balcony. That's what I thought a balcony bra was, but apparently it's not. Apparently it's not. There you go. Right, anyway, let's move on. Let's take some pickled raspberry. Let's grab that. Let's just do something a little different here. Let me grab some pickled raspberry. Where have I put that? There you go. So, okay. So I'm just going to put this over the stamp. So we've got some nice pink going on. But I'll tell you something else. I don't want to use that one. That's not the one I'm going to use. But I will stamp that out whilst I've got some ink on it, because it would be a shame not to. I wonder if that would turn out nicely on black. Let's give it a go, because this is what it's all about. I don't know whether that'll show up on the black, but we'll give it a little go. Kind of, but I needed to get rid of that. That's not the stamp I'm going to use. They come with a positive and a negative. So that was the positive. Let's go to the negative here. That's the one I want to use. So let's bring that on. This is the only second time I've used this. But it looks really cool, doesn't it? Because you can see all the edging in there. So I'm going to grab some, I can hear Millie's just arrived back, some picked raspberry. I'm just going to put that over there. Quite good coverage. Okay, right. And this is the oxide inks that I'm using. I've not used anything like non-oxides. Not yet, anyway. Okay, I want to go for a little bit of a darker purple on there as well. So just to mix up the colour a little bit. So we've gone with the Distress picked raspberry, picked raspberry and the seedless preserve. And then I'm just going to go around the edge. Nice. With peacock feathers. There you go. Some peacock feathers. Let me just keep going down the stream here. Right, okay. And I'm going to use a bit of copy paper for this, not card, but copy paper. And let's just take that, just probably about there. Can you see that? Okay. And down it goes. Down it goes. Talking of Nightmare on Elm Street, as we did at the start, is anyone else a horror movie fan? As we craft together, is anyone else a horror movie fan? It's probably not the right time of year to be talking about horror movies, but sometimes they're a genre that gets forgotten at this time of year. I know it's all supposed to be nice and, you know, but I like horrors. 91-year-old Grandma Gwen is watching with me. Oh, making her own cross-stitch Christmas decorations for the tree while she watches the demo. Who's that from? Is that from Lee? Oh, that's nice. How is your Nan, Lee? I hope she's all right. Let's pop that away. There you go. See, I can show your comments on here, which is great. Let's go down here. I don't know whether I'm going backwards or forwards in. I love horror movies, says Dawn. Yeah. Dawn, what's your favourite horror movie? What's your favourite horror movie? You let me know. Let me pop that there. There is our Dawn. What's your favourite horror movie, Dawn? Let's lift that up. Now, I like that. I like the way that's gone. And you can see here, I'm not really going to need that gel pen because the white through there has come up. Now, what I might do is just give that a bit of a spritz because it's oxides. And let's just see if I can get any ink off that, just for a background maybe, that we can use a little later. So these are the new stamps available and featuring on Hobby Maker on the 28th of December. See, that's nice and subtle. Could do something with that later. Okay, I'm going to wipe that stamp just a little bit clean. In fact, yeah, we can do something with that later. By the way, superb quality stamps made in the UK by Clarity. Barbara Gray, of course, invented the clear stamp. Always amazed me, and I'll never get bored of telling that story ever, because I just think that's amazing. It's like knowing someone that invented the wheel, isn't it? Right, so there you go. So let's pop that to one side and go back to this one because it's kind of dry now. Now I can take a jelly roll pen if I want to, and if this is dry, let me just blow on that because I've not got my heat gun. Just go over that, just to make it a little whiter. Can you see that? Let's just bring that down a little bit. There you go. That's better. Is that better for you? Yeah, there you go. Let's just make that a little bit white. Too much. And then maybe just do this to extend a little shading that's on the side of the sun. Now with the meadow, you do get another sun and another cloud, but the shading is on the other side. Let me show you what I mean by that. Let me just grab these to show you. This is very clever. So you've got the sun and the cloud, which are separate stamps to the main image here. Okay, so that's Happy Home. And then if you go to, here we go, to the meadow, you've got the sun and the cloud, but they're the other way. You see the shadings the other way? Shadings the other way. If I get those together, you should be able to see that. So that's all part of the same stamp. Sorry, apologies. That's the one that's got them separately. Okay, and size-wise, 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches. And when you go to something like this, 2.5 by 2.5, this is 2.5. And you'll see it would have been 2.5 if these were connected, but they're separated. So just to give you an idea of size. So we're carrying on with the jelly roll pen. I'm just going over that. I really like these colours actually, just using the ink pad to put that on. Let's just do that. I want this to look chalky, which it does. And I don't think I need to add any more. I could add just like a little scribble in the window just to make it look like glass, but I don't think you're going to see that. So we'll leave that as it is because I like that. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get black piece of card which I have scored, like so. Okay, put that there, and this is where I'm going to get the jelly roll pen. Okay, I'm just going to go around. Oh, RuPaul! Hey, Rupes, how are you doing? That looks cool. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you? How are you, Miss RuPaul Rajana, who is well, she's famous here in Leicester, but world famous as well. Superb broadcaster. Superb. What are you up to, RuPaul? Let us know. Let us know what you're doing. We'd love to meet up with you, actually. So I'm going to take the gel pen. Let's make sure it's working. Yeah, and I'm just going to doodle around the edges. And I'm not going to worry too much about where that doodle goes. So go to the top, scribble down the side, scribble down the bottom, scribble down the side there, and just go over it again. Don't worry too much. Just let your hand take that along. And then, just to decorate it up, I'll do 3 little dots there. I'll do the squiggle there. I'm going to write happy there. Put some dots along there, do some scribbles along there, and maybe write happy again. Should I write it there or write it there? I think I'll write it here. There you go. You can even put a little love heart there, a little love heart there. Okay, so that's nice. That's a nice little frame. And then I'm going to get that, and I'm going to cut this, okay, like so. Let's just cut this. There you go. Ah, Lee says, hi, Rupal. We need to get together, Roops. We do. We do. There you go. Let's just hide that. Oh, I'm okay, thank you. Kind of doing a bit of freelance working. Okay, supporting people in their energy bills. Advice. Would love to catch up. Wow. Yeah, that is good. Trying to give people advice about energy and things like that. That is a great job, Rupals. It really is. Let's put that there. Okay, so we've cut that out. And then what I want to do is I'm going to stick that there. And I'm going to use some Jenny's glue. Jenny's Originals, a water-based adhesive suit, porous surfaces, perfect for bookbinding. So I guess that's going to be perfect for copy paper. I didn't do this on a piece of card. I just did it on a bit of copy paper, and that's probably a little bit too much glue to use. But it's only you and I here on this live, so it doesn't matter. Let's turn that there, and let's pop that back in the middle. Doesn't matter if it's gone a little bit wonky, because remember, this is quirky. And I'll turn that over, just put some pressure on it. Ta-da! Then we can put some more glue here. Just there. What I need to get is one of those really super fine nozzles. And that's where we take this and we bring that in here. Okay. And then I'll take that and I'll put that in the middle, just there. Let's just lift this up a little bit. There you go. There you go. Let's put that there. Again, I'll turn it over just so I can stamp hard on it like that. I'm going to need a sentiment, so I can either, and this is where these index sheets are really good, I could either have a wonderful day going up the side. I've got happy down there, but I've also got happy home, happy heart. So I think I'm going to use that. And I'm going to stamp it in black. Stamp it in black. So we're heading towards the Christmas weekend. Is anyone going out? Have you been out? Have you had a good Christmas? The meal's not been up to much. We're going out, seeing family over the weekend, and then we're going out Monday. And then there's something else I need to tell you that's happening. Well, I don't need to tell you, but I'm going to tell you. The green, oh, there you go. We're having a loving for Rupal at the moment. Yeah, let's show that. Loving for Rupal. There you go. Doing a great job, Roops. Do you remember when I came round your house and we did it was like a woman's power kind of podcast. Do you remember that, Rupal? That was really good. That was really good. Okay, let's hide that message there and just show you the make. So there you go. Simple, nice and easy. It's on a card, pre-scored. Yes, we could put something around. We could make this a little bit smaller, maybe. We could put some daisies around there. We could do a bit of pattern building with one of the other stamps. So, for example, if I get out, I keep all my stamps in a bag now because it makes it nice and easy. If we were to get this one out, for example, I'll just pull that. You could put some like daisies there. You could cut them out and have them standing forward, or you could use the daisies just to do a little bit of pattern building around the outside. But I just like that, the white. Yes, it could be a little bit smaller, but I like it. I like that focal point coming in. We could put some purple around the edge to give it, maybe that could have been an idea, not with my lipstick, but maybe with some of that just going around the edge. But I like that. I like the colours on it. I And I did that this afternoon, actually. I was testing it on copy paper, and I thought to myself, do you know what? That looks really nice. So on that one, I've not stamped on it yet. I've left it white. On this one, I actually stamped over it. And this is where your positive and your negative work really well. So we use the negative, and then we take the positive and stamp over it. So you can either go for that really nice sort of chalky white look, or you can stamp over it again in black, and you can have that, it sort of highlights the house again. So there's two ways of doing that, and I like both. I don't know which one is your favorite. I don't know, I don't really have a favorite. You can also mask off the house and do a little terrace as well, which is easy to do, a little bit like Coronation Street. And Coronation Street and Emmerdale are doing, what is it, Corriedale or Emma Street? No, Emmerdale, Corrie Street, something like that. They're mixing the two soaps up, isn't it? It's where Coronation Street go out to the, I don't know, to the farmers, into the countryside. But there you go. There's two nice little cards, one with just the negative, one with the positive and the negative brought together. So the quickie range, they all have the positive and the negative. So there's lots of different ways that you could do that, but using that technique. So it's a great technique, and you can use that for all of them. Okay, so having said that, remember this one, which is almost like a ghost print. Let's see if we can take, rattle, rattle, rattle. What's the time? 1:30. We're doing all right. Let's just take that stamp and go over it. Let's see if I can do it. That over there. Should I do it in black? Will that be too harsh? That might be too harsh. I'm going to do it though, because the whole thing is a demonstration to show you. Corriedale, that's it. Corriedale, well done, Dawn. Corriedale, I don't know if it's been on yet. Lee, I prefer the one on the right, but then that's closer to my design style, of course, yeah. Don't worry about that. Let's just clean off some of that. And now I've got most of it on my fingers. So let me just pop a bit more ink on that. Lightly tap, lightly tap. Okay. Just probably line it up. I can't. I'm just going to commit. There you go, we'll do that. Because these are fine lines, you don't have to press too long. So ignore that. In fact, let's get rid of that. See, that looks quite nice. So if you do have ink left on your stamp, just make that ghost print, because, cut this. It's probably still work. Just leave that. Now that actually looks like an instant photograph, doesn't it? I like that. I like that. In which case, because it looks like, let's go for happy house, happy home, happy heart. Just pop that there. Just make it look a bit different going off to the side. So that looks like an instant photograph, and I would put a hole in the top and use that as a tag and have that as the card, or have this one as the card and have that as a tag. That'd look quite nice. So that's a nice little demo there with those three. Let's go and have a look at, I've got some samples here. You wait till you see the samples that the design team have done. Oh my goodness, they're sending them over. They are marvelous. That's what I did the other day with Jazz the Fox. We were just creating some baubles. You can also use the clouds to make little sheep. I'm going to do that card in a minute, so I won't show you that. You can colour in the house. You can leave it monochromatic. More sheep. Those are little birdies. That's using that in a different way with the positive and the negative. Okay, let's just go down there. That's using the meadow and quite a few of the stamps together. Nice little, these are nice little simple cards. And you could turn these into coasters. You know, I love a good coaster. And you can just use them in different ways as well. I mean, that's just using one of the masks in the moon just to highlight the daisy. I like that. I like the purple and the blues together. And that is from the Tiles Part 2 collection, which has been really popular, which I'm really happy about. Okay, let's do something else. Let's use this one. Little Birdies. Little Birdies. Now, let me grab a card. I actually don't want it that big. I want it half the size. So I do have a trusted guillotine here. Let's just lift this up again. There you go. And I'm going to cut this. I'm not very good with measuring. I'm awful with measuring. I'm terrible with measuring. I need a lesson in, you know, measuring the score. You know, when you score, I have no idea what I'm doing. For some reason, I've got this blindness when it comes to anything to do with measuring and trying to get it the right size. So I need a lesson. I need a lesson. That will do though. That's about right. Okay. So we use that and keep it open like that, and I'll get some tape. Thanks, Janice. Photos will be shared on Timestamp Creations Facebook page. Yay! Yeah, if you're not a member of Timestamp Creations, please ask to join. It's a private group, so it's not open to the public as such. So it's a nice private place where you can share your ideas and your makes. And I just wanted it to be a nice, safe place for you guys to do that. Right, let me just have a look at that. So if you ask to join, I will say, yes, you can join, and in you come. It's a great place to be because lots of people are sharing their makes at the moment, which is wonderful. We're getting more and more members every day. Also, you can follow me on, let me see. Do I have that ticker available? Probably not. I've deleted it. You can follow me on YouTube as well, which is Janice Phillips Live. So follow me on YouTube, Janice Phillips Live. And if you did want to go to the website and have a look, if you've not seen the Quirkies already, then we have the full Quirky available on the website, which you can see. So let me just pop that on there. Yeah, there you go. That's the full Quirky. That's the full set of 10. I don't have many of those left. It's a buy 10, only pay for 9 deal. So that's the full Quirky. You've also got Quirky Quickies as well. But you can head to the website and have a look at any time at any of the stamps that we're showing here. So let me take that off. And then let me take the ticker off because sometimes that can be a little bit distracting. Okay, tape there, just like that, as Tommy Cooper would say, just like that. Let's get your chat back up. Jenny's talking about horror films then. Gets the guillotine now. Yeah, gosh, I've seen some sights. There's some really good horror movies out there if you can stomach it. There's some really, really good horror movies out there. I liked Saw. I thought that was great. Saw 1, 2, and 3. Because although it was horrific and horrible, there was just something. There was a bit of humour, dare I say, in there, or maybe not. Right, I'm rummaging away because I'm going after. Let me get all the stamps out. I'm trying to find. Sorry. I just keep them in bags now. I find it so much easier, she says, trying to find all the stamps and not succeeding. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, right. Let's use this one. Let's use this one. Let's pop that there. Use a stamping platform if you want to, but I just like using my Mega Mount. So I'm going to stamp this along. So I'm going to do this in black. So I'll lightly tap on that because these are only small areas. There you go. Try and keep that still as well. So I'll take that bird and I'll just go like that. Just like that. Oh, not like that. Just like that. Let's put that there, put that there. Lift that up, nice. And again. So we'll go along again, and we'll try and match up so it doesn't look too much like it's on repeat. So I'm just going to move that down there. I'm fully aware I've got an area at the top, but I can fill that. There you go. And then we'll stamp it again. Tap, 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 tap. I get the tap now. I get the tap. Never used to get the tap, tap, tap before. I get the tap. I get the tap, tap, tap. Okay. Let's put that properly there. Don't think too much about it. Don't think too much about it. Okay. Nice. Got a little bit of an area up there, which we could, if I was to, I'm just going to wipe this just to get the residue off. And then I'm just going to cover that area here. It's only that little bit that I want to do. I'll just use this bit of card here. Maybe it's just going to be legs, isn't it? That's fine. Just so it fills it. Just so it fills it. Let's go. There. Don't think too much. I've probably done that wrong. Should have done it the. Oh, I should have done it the other way. Not legs, because legs are coming. Anyway, forget it. Doesn't matter. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Looks nice now. You know, when you take the tape off, it kind of declutters it. And that little error I made at the top, well, don't worry about it. You can't see it. Nice and clean. I like that, nice and clean. So let's pop that there. And you could always stamp on ribbon or washi tape, something like that. And that would look really good. If you just put that on there, or I don't know. If you let this dry and you stamp on tape, it would make, you know, the tape that you wrap your presents, make that quite nice. But do you know what? I'm just going to screw it up and throw it away. Right, let's go for, we've got a little bird told me, or quirky birds do crazy things. Let's do a little bird told me. Again, these stamps, all the stamps are great for pattern building, they're great for scene building, just great for doing something quite simple. So let's just pop that there. Little bird told me. There you go. Little bird told me. What did a little bird tell you? And I'll just fold that in half. Nice and simple. So you can do sort of like chalky, grungy style cards, nice and simple style cards. You can mix and match, turn clouds into sheep if you want to. Use the meadow to add some flowers to that, which is really nice. And the Daisy Doodles is a lovely stamp to use. Let me just pop that there so you can see that. It's a nice crisp. I'm just going to get that and stamp it out just to show you. I'll just put that there. Just organize chaos. Where are you? Here. Here. Right, now on one of my tins I have got around noon. Let's get a little card. Pop that on there. Pop that about there. And let's get some, just while I've got these out, I'll get some Mermaid Lagoon. Put that on there. And just go around there. Just a little bit. Just to really just give it a little bit of colour. A little bit of colour in the sky. Which is nice. A bit more. This one, I've got to admit, doesn't work that well with these brushes, but it'll give you a little bit of an idea. Pop that there. Let's get my poker tool out. Nice and crisp. That's nice, isn't it? Okay, let's get the Daisy Doodles, or Daisy's Doodle. I was going to call it Don't Eat the Daisies. after the Doris Day movie. Oh, I used to love watching Doris Day movies. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, tap. Okay, so we can bring that over. Because we've got the white there, we can highlight that one daisy. Now, anywhere where you've got thicker lines, just probably need a little bit longer to adhere. It's the same when you're using the negatives as well. You know, it's good to like prime your stamp, use them a couple of times, stamp them out on copy paper, leave the ink on, only clean them when you need to. There you go. Kind of, I just like how that highlights the daisy. Now, because I've done it already, let me grab the one that I've done. She says, it's here somewhere. Okay. That's one I've already done. But let's change it a little bit. Let's grab, I don't have a yellow, so I'm going to go for an orange. I've got a yellow somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So we've got that one there. But let's just have a look what it looks like when we colour it in. That was my stomach. I've had my dinner though. I don't know what's going on. Let's just go down there. Okay. Let's just colour some of these. You can use pencils, you can use felt tips, doesn't really matter, does it? For now, let's just colour that in. Go there. Go there. There you go. So, which one do you prefer now? I kind of like the one with the colour. And that, see, that could be a halo. Or you could, I could. Let's just do this because we can. Just so we see what it's like. It's what it's all about, isn't it? So I like the one with the colour. I like the one with the halo going around it. I don't know what to do now. Let's go to this one. Get that outside of the mask. Just put that on there. I don't know whether this is going to work or not, or whether I should have just done it freehand. Let's just go around there. These masks are available, by the way. The Moons and Mountains mask available on the website. I love them. You can use them for so many different things, and they're reusable as well. You don't have to retack them. You don't have to stick them down. Just have to peel them off again, just slowly. So let's see what that looks like. It might have worked. It might not have worked. The orange flower does make the card pop. It does. I don't think it works with the circle, so I would leave it without the circle. But I had to try it just to see if it worked. And let's face it, it didn't. But it doesn't matter. I've not ruined it. It's just another card that won't go anywhere. So yeah, don't put the circle around it. Leave it like that. Let's just colour that in again because it does make it pop. You're right. Let's just colour that again. I wouldn't use anything this heavy normally, but it's what I've got in front of me. So what is it? Manuscript. I think I've got these. I don't know where I've got them. They've got a chisel end and non-chisel end. There you go. That's better, isn't it? That's better. Better. No circle. Get rid of that. No circle. And have that just going up the side as well, which is really nice. I don't know whether, because while we're here, no, that won't work. Let's just leave that to one side. So, some nice little demos there for you. I'm not going to keep you much longer because we've been together for 45 minutes. But it just goes to show what you can do with one or two stamp sets, which look really good. If you want to put some stitching along there or draw a line across there, you can do. It's just a nice little way of making some notelets. If you don't try, you never know, says Jenny. You know what? You're so right. You have to try. And sometimes use just like copy paper to have a go, or just go for it. I mean, that started off as on a piece of copy paper, and I wasn't really keen on it. But then I thought, oh, that might look nice on there, and that might look nice on there. Colour your circle different, says Jenny. Colour your circle different. Do you know what? Whilst you're here, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's grab that again. Colour your circle different with at. Do you mean with even with? Hang on. Where's the one I discarded? Let's just bring this one back in. I do like that one without it. Let's just bring this in. I'd really want a yellow, so let's see if this is going to work. Use blue for that. Use blue for that. Let's see if this works. So I've just put a bit of scattered straw over that. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. Could work. Now that's with the black going around it, but let's try it without the black outline. Put that back on there. Which one did I use? Not that one. That one. Okay, very definitive line going around there. I've gone over there as well, haven't I? But don't worry. This doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're just trying. Okay. Forget that bit down there. I'll go over it again. That could work. That could work. You could have a colour in the background or have it pop. But we've tried both, haven't we? And now we know which one we like. We can continue and carry on crafting in that way. Brush pens and paint pens for highlights. Yeah, very good idea. Very good idea. Right, guys, lots of suggestions in the live tonight. Thank you very much for all of your wonderful comments. Keep chatting away, and do join Timestamp Creations Facebook group. It's there for you. And if you want to go and have a look online, remember we have the Singular Quirky collection, the first collection that is still available. I don't think I've got many Jazz the Fox left. I'll have to double check on that. But the full Quirky includes every single one of them. It's been such a popular collection, and I want to thank everybody who has purchased it and supported it and put samples out there, because it really is amazing to see. It really is. And you can head to, of course, Timestamp Creations, and that's where you can see all of the stamps that are available to you. So let's just go back to your mystical hair and hide that. So when am I going to be live again? What are we? It's normally Tuesdays and Thursdays. We are Thursday today. I'll see if I can get a quickie in next week, but we'll see. We'll see. But thanks a lot for joining us. Remember, join YouTube by subscribing. It doesn't cost anything, and you won't get spammed, I promise you. And yeah, join Timestamp Creations if you can. And it's been lovely having your company. So guys, with that, I'm going to leave you to your night. Have a lovely night, and thanks for watching.